Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood has recently announced plans to overhaul the current immigration system. Chairman of Migration Watch UK Alp Mehmet has slammed Keir Starmer's Labour government, saying they don't have the courage to deal with the illegal immigration crisis. Speaking on Patrick Christie's Tonight on GB News, he said they should simply send people back to France, but they won't. What we should do, we can't, because of the ECHR, European Court of Human Rights. We must detain, then having detained, deal with them quickly, and then remove them and if necessary, send them back to France. I know they say, oh, no, we can't do all that, but we can. If they're here illegally and we don't give them asylum, then they should go back to France. Simple. It's as straightforward as that if we only had the courage to do that now. I'm afraid, no government that we've got and seen in recent years has been prepared to do that, and they won't, he said. His remarks came as they discussed the fact some Sudanese migrants accused of people smuggling, specifically in the context of piloting channel crossing boats, have been acquitted or received non-custodial sentences in recent court cases. It's not only our judges that are daft. I'm afraid it runs through the judiciary in Europe. The French are in just as much difficulties as we are, Mehmet observed. They're tied into the whole process, the whole system that is imposed on them by Brussels, by the Commission and all that. But that aside, when you look at the numbers, there are 160,000 asylum seekers last year in France, there are something like 1 million asylum seekers coming into the EU, there are 240,000 again, the latest figures for 2004 who have been detected crossing illegally. No wonder they throwing their arms up in the air and saying, you know, what's the point with all this? He said. Christie's interjected, you would have thought, though, if you caught someone with 7 Sudanese lads in the back of his car and all the equipment you would need to cross the English Channel on his way to Calais, that might be a pretty open and shut case. Well, it may be, but I'm afraid that you or I were not sitting there in judgment. And those who are, they've got an eye on the ECHR. They've got an eye on the 1951 Convention. They've got an eye on the sort of cases that have been determined, Mehmet responded. And I'm afraid everything that's happened over the last 10 or 15 years pushes them in one direction. Let him off. Don't send him to jail. We're already crammed and that is going to continue. And what is more, it's going to get worse here. Notwithstanding what Shabana Mahmood announced yesterday, which was pitiful. Frankly, this just shows why we can't rely on anyone other than ourselves. The French haven't deported any of these people. One of them has got a banning order from France for 2 years, so that's not going to bother him. So they're just going to be back at it, right? The only thing that we can do as a country is deport these people ourselves when they get here, he insisted.